Howdy, Model Railroad Talk fans. It's your host here, Bandit. It's been a while since I've done a video on here, and a lot of that has to do with the audio side of things. I do things through Spotify for podcasters, and they decided that they were going to basically by the end of June or by June not allow you to record on their platform. So I've been working on, finally found, researching and everything else, found a different platform to be able to record the audio side on. So that's been taking a lot of time. I've also been working on the layout. Various things. We'll turn here. I'll turn the camera here a little bit. If you see here, this is the newest extension. This is actually Egremont West. As you can see, I've got the last video, I believe I had some landforms, but I got some landforms in just to kind of, so it's not flat. I've got my MA Metalworks. These buildings are just, they're background buildings, but they're temporary because I've got the building down here that I've got to find time to build and get it in there. I've also decided I've got this tail track to be able to feed that, but I decided that I was going to down here put a business industry, whatever, just a small one in that receives 2 to 3 box cars or rail cars to add some operating interest. Now, the biggest thing is, and I'm going to turn the camera around, is here, which is, let's back up to give you a little better view. You may remember this over here was going to be my scrap metal facility, right? With 2 tracks going in and everything else. Well, after some thought and planning and operations, I've decided that scrap facility, which you can see I've got my template for my shredder in a sense over there that I got to build, that's got to go. It just wasn't going to work here like I wanted. So we are doing a grain facility. As you can see, I'm working on that right now. I've got some turnouts coming in. I'm going to actually add another secondary track in here as well. So I've got a track for setting empties, and then so basically my operators will push cars through, get them unloaded, and then when they're done with that string, they can push the empties over and run another set in, whatever. But then I've also decided I'm going to make that a second track, like a tank. So basically the product goes in, and then I'm going to have a tank loading facility over there as well, just to generate a little more traffic. I still have my eastbound, well, technically that would be my northbound interchange, because my layout in a sense is set up to run east to west, so that would be my northbound. This one right here is my west, so those would be for interchange beyond the basement. So when well, that I haven't decided that out yet, because when I get to my upper level, that actually will be west. So we'll figure that out down the road. But as of right now, this is my west. As far as the layout, I have acquired a few more rail cars. I have gotten some Intermountain Gevo Tier 4s. 2 of them have sound, 2 do not. That's due to I ordered 2 of them wrong. I forgot to put the letter S after them when I ordered them, but hey, whatever. We all make mistakes. I could have sent them back. I decided to keep them. They are in the KCS, which I have decided, if you listen to our podcast, I have decided to take my Iowa Eastern Railroad, and it was purchased by the CPKC, and they basically, yeah, they took it over. So I wanted a reason for having the different, for having certain things on my railroad, just, CP rail, locomotive power, and Kansas City Southern. I really didn't want to, I like the idea of painting some locomotives up to this, but I've got enough going on that I don't want to waste my time trying to design. I've got my logo, but designing, let's see right here, there's my logo. I don't want to waste my time designing a paint scheme. So that's basically the update. I do around the corner here. We can take a trip around the corner here. I have decided, so you can see I still have my computer in the corner there, which that's unfortunately never going to go anywhere. But as you can see back here, this is going to be another industry, some sort of business, rail served. Don't know yet. That's where as you can see, I'm starting to get buildings, structures built and placed on the layout. A lot of these so far, you can see along here, are from our paper, from modelbuildings.org. I really like their buildings. They're very detailed for what they are. And one thing I learned off of another YouTube channel was, and I never thought about this, is you can make them a little, even though they're 2-dimension, you can kind of make them 3-dimension by just printing out the same thing again and cutting out, say, around the windows and stuff, and making the window trim and stuff stick out, that kind of thing, just to give you a little more dimension. These buildings are, like I said, currently just a temporary setup, but that doesn't mean that I may not just use them, or some of them I'll have to reprint, but it's at least helping me. They're good for helping me get planned out where industries and stuff like that are going to go. I've got to, the other thing too, I'm going to flip here. This is my, as many of you have seen in the commented, yes, it's very steep. It's roughly, I want to say I have it calculated out to approximately 8.5%. But I know for a fact my 4 GEVOs, they'll be able to pull any train I'm going to send to the upper level. But what my plan is to take these out, because I have access to these brackets at work. And basically, we're just going to do, I'll show you here. I've decided basically I'm going to get rid of those and get these put in here, and hold them up for a few reasons. A, that gets rid of this, while I'm still going to have, and I'm going to cut this down so it's not as wide. Original plan was going to be a double track going up and down. So I'm going to cut this down so it's narrower, and I'm going to have this on there holding those, to get rid of these, so that way I can have a little more scenery base, because this is approximately where my upper level will be, and it's only going to stick out about this far through here, for angle purposes. But so that's a bigger project that I've got to strip this whole top off, take all these out, trim the width of this down, and get these brackets installed. So as you can see, I've got a big project there. So and then of course we will be in the corner here. This is obviously where I'm going to start. I'm going to get this built out, and where it goes across over here, I actually have a new computer monitor, because this is a TV. I like the size. It's too big for what I need. So I've actually got another computer monitor that I've got coming in that's going to be smaller, same size as the one next to it. I'm actually, because that level is going to be about here, I'm actually going to have that stick out a little bit, so I can actually get my track in. I know for a fact that once you get from here, the train is actually going to take a full loop around, and then it's going to come in here, and basically it's not gonna, I've decided full loop and then not gonna have any kind of turnout switch, whatever, into any kind of other trackage until it gets to at least here. Main purpose for extra running time. So anyways, I wanted to give you guys an update. It's been a little while. Like I said, I've been busy both with the podcast, the audio side, getting my getting the new programming, if you will, since and I'm not cutting Spotify down, but it's just they kind of forced you into it. They give you a little bit of warning and then they force you into it. So, which is fine. I had been looking for something different to make it better for guests to come on to the show. And this new format that we're actually using now actually is better. Guests can come in now and it's easier, sounds better. So if you are listening to the audio podcast, Spotify, iTunes, whatever, you'll notice the last, well, it'll be episode 45 that will come out next Saturday. The 24th is February 24th, 2024. I'll mark it so that way down the road, if somebody comes and listens to, or watches this a year from now. But that is the second episode. The first episode, it was a solo episode, but that's the first episode with a guest, and you will be able to tell the difference between that and the way we were doing it before. So it's just, it adds on to it, and it actually, it got to the point with doing videos and the podcast and all that. I wasn't getting much modeling done, and let's face it, I need my modeling. I need to model. So I have a ton of projects. As you can see, working on this, figuring this out, starting on my upper level, doing the transformation of my risers to the brackets, to trimming that down. I've got rail cars to build, structures to build, scenery that I got to start working on to be able to have a place to put certain structures once I get them built, because I've got the Walters drive-in where you put a tablet in, and that's going to go basically over here on West Egremont. I've got a spot already set up for it where it's going to go. It's going to be a cool scene. So when you walk into the layout, that's kind of going to be the first thing you see. So yeah, a lot's been going on. Still a lot to do, and all that. When I don't feel like physically modeling, I've been, and I'm taking a break from doing podcasts and stuff. I've been working on my operating scheme, writing up operating procedures and for different switching jobs and stuff like that. So there's a lot that's been going on, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. I'm excited for the future. Been meeting some great people, reconnecting with some great people. One final thing, if you guys check out, if you want to see some great 1-inch scale stuff, go to War Bonds. My good friend Eric, that's his channel. Check him out. And I know you've seen these on, see these on my wall here. These were done by HO Scale Showcase. That gentleman is, I'm not going to name his name. I don't know if he wants his actual name, but look him up. He's on, in fact, I have his sticker. He sent me a sticker. He's on YouTube. He's on right here. That's his logo. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. He makes these. They're great. They're, I can't think of the name of what they're actually made of. They're plastic, but it's a special kind, acrylic. And he does, as you can see, an extra job. And actually, I just ordered from him, since I got my CPKC. I just ordered the Kansas City Southern, one of their logos that will go next to this. So I'm excited about that. So check him out. Tell him Model Railroad Talk sent you. Also, check out Corn Country Rails. I recommend looking them up there. I know they're on YouTube here. Tony, he's a great modeler. N scale. Years ago I seen his old railroad. I guess within the last 10 years he's rebuilt it and went to double deck, and the videos he has of it's just amazing. It's an amazing N scale layout. So check them out. Check out his YouTube channel. Along with us, like and subscribe. Support them as well. As you can see, this podcast production isn't just about us here at Model Railroad Talk. It's about the community. So reach out to us, modelrailroadtalk@gmail.com. Go to our website. It's starting to pick up. There's which is www.modelrailroadtalk.com. Forums, groups, 100% free on there. You have to sign up to get into the groups and forums, but it doesn't cost you anything. We don't ask for an arm and leg. We just do that so it helps us keep the spam out. So thank you for watching, and until next time, keep your train on the